Hi and welcome to Techniques on Tuesday. I'm Debbie Yeomans and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I want to share with you the stained glass technique. So here are a few samples for you and I'll explain to you how I created them. So let me just move them aside. I'll turn this one over so I've got a white background. So on this one here I have stamped the vellum with the Memento black ink and then clear embossed it, and then to give it the muted reflection of the colour of the on this, I've turned them over, and this one I've used the Stampin' Right markers, so that's using those three, and in exactly the same colourway this second one here is done with the blends. So it doesn't really matter on the vellum which marker you use, they both turn out quite pretty. On this one here I have used the blends on the front of the card with the vellum, and this one here I've actually used window sheet and I've stamped in the StazOn black ink, flipped it over and coloured with the blends on the back, so you can see the slight difference with those. And this one is the poppies. I have embossed them again and turned it over and coloured with the Stampin' Right markers. So I've got a few samples here to show you how I did it. So this is the painted poppies stamped with StazOn ink, and because it's the window sheet, you're going to need to use Stampin' Right, the Stampin' Blends with those, and you'll need to flip it over and work on the reverse side. That's because if you use the blends with the StazOn ink on the front, it will just muddy the stamp and you won't have a crisp image. So you just choose the colours that you want to colour and you just add your colour to the back, staying within the lines of your image that you have stamped on with the StazOn, and you just blend that in as you like, and you'll keep going till you've got that all nicely coloured, and then mount it on some white so it brings out the colour again. And I've just created frames to go around the outside of that so it looks like a real window. And then this is with the vellum, so I have stamped with a well-inked black Memento and clear embossed both these images, and this one here is from the Inspiring Irises. And you can again use the Stampin' Right markers, and I've flipped that over again so that I can add the colour on the back. By colouring in on the back, it gives you a more of a muted colour for your poppies. That colour on the back. So if you use the Stampin' Right markers, you need to make sure that you allow it to dry so it doesn't smudge on you. And I'm just going to colour a few here on the back, and then I'll colour a few on the front so you can see the difference. So you can see that's quite a muted colour, and then colouring on the front you get a brighter colour. So it really is a preference to what you want to see on your finished image. So there we go, there's a couple, and I'll bring a white background back in so you might be able to tell the difference between the ones here that I've coloured on the front are just a little bit brighter than the ones that are on the back, but I like the muted look, so it looks a bit more like the sun shining through. And then you can do the same with your Stampin' Blends, so you can colour and blend on the front or the back. So I'm going to quickly colour this one on the front in the one colour, and I'm going to flip it over and colour with the same colour on the back. So on the vellum, you've got the choice of doing it front and back, but if you're doing the window sheet, it would definitely need to be on the back only. So there isn't a great deal of difference there. It depends on which way you want to do it. So that is the stained glass window technique. You can raise it up or stick it flat to your piece of white in the background, but it comes up really beautiful and looks like the stained glass windows that you get at a lot of churches. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a go at the stained glass window. Thank you.